Today we know the name Bajaj for the several very successful business activities that the family does, and the family well deserves it. But we are here today to remember the Adi Purush of this Bajaj family, who became the adopted fifth son of Mahatma. In the past 2 decades, world has witnessed a very unique phenomenon, and that is giving away of wealth for societal causes. Charles Handy, he once very perceptively said, he said that Marxism failed because it had a beautiful dream. And the dream of Marxism was really beautiful. All of us would share that, to have a society where everybody is equal and to everyone according to his need and from everyone according to his capacity. A society where there will be no jail, where there will be no police, a dreamland. Charles Handy said that Marxism failed because it had a beautiful dream of the society, but not the methods to realize that dream. It could not find the political and economic methods by which that dream could become a reality. But he further goes. And then he says that capitalism has beautiful and effective methods, but it has no dream. It has no soul. Earning individual wealth alone cannot be the dream for the whole world. And so, what Handy said was very spot on. He pointed out that the capitalism needs a dream which goes beyond making individual wealth. The purpose of business is to make profit. But what is the purpose of the profit? Capitalism needs a larger purpose. Something going beyond increasing the individual wealth alone. I think that today's philanthropists are in fact trying to provide social purpose to the profit. In a way, they are actually practicing what Mahatma Gandhi proposed nearly 100 years ago. Mahatma Gandhi advocated trusteeship as the ideal relationship between capital and the capitalist. The capitalist should voluntarily transform his personal ownership of the wealth to become the trustee of his wealth. That's what Gandhi said. The trustee protects, manages, grows the wealth and uses it for the larger cause. Gandhi often said that Jamnalal Bajaj comes closest to my idea of an ideal trustee. Jamnalal Bajaj, he not only gave his wealth, he devoted his time to the social causes, but he went even further. He followed the Mahatma Gandhi's philosophy and principles in his personal life. And this is really so difficult. Jamnalal ji became not only a philanthropist, but he became a philanthropist, a trustee, and finally a sadhaka. And that is the rarest of the rare. By honoring today's awardees, what are we celebrating? In addition to Jamnalal ji's 2 roles, being a freedom fighter of national eminence and the role model trustee of his wealth, there is a third aspect to his life and his work. Gandhiji had nominated Jawaharlal Nehru as his political heir, Vinobaji as his spiritual heir. Jamnalal ji carried the legacy of Gandhi's another non-political work, which was called in those times the constructive work. Constructive work was removing poverty, unemployment, lack of sanitation, inequality, untouchability, alcohol, ignorance, discrimination from rural India. Mahatma ji gave enormous importance to this constructive work. These were his means of parallel politics. To the extent he said that the culmination of all constructive programs, he had nearly 18 constructive programs. Today we might call them development and social reforms. But he said that the culmination of the constructive programs will be Purna Swaraj. So not only freedom from the British, but freedom from all the several maladies that are present in Indian society and villages. So while Gandhiji had adopted Jamnalal as his fifth son, his son became the adopted father of Mahatma Gandhi's constructive programs. Mahatma imagined, planned, and Jamnalalji executed and nurtured a series of constructive programs. The Trioka of Mahatma, Vinobaji, and Jamnalalji had created a new world, almost an alternative society, a new social order in and around Wardha. It was a world of alternative social and economic order. It was in this world of Wardha that I was born, brought up, educated, in Gandhiji's own school, walked with Vinobaji holding his hands in Bhudan movement, and the three ashrams where I lived and studied during my childhood were all located on the land donated by Jamnalalji and built by Jamnalalji. So at several levels, at several planes, my life has been influenced and Jamnalalji has contributed to shaping my life. In a similar way, each of the constructive program of Mahatma Gandhi, which Jamnalalji supported and nurtured, represented several moral value systems. Today's awardees are the modern day soldiers of similar constructive program. And I can connect with each of them. In honoring them, all four awardees, we are assuring the Mahatma and Jamnalalji that the fight against poverty, ill health, injustice, discrimination, ignorance is not over. It is continued. Today, for all of us, for the Jamnalal Bajaj Foundation and for all of us, it is day to remember and celebrate the life of Jamnalalji and to connect with his modern day successors, the biological heirs, the philanthropical successors, and to the successors of his constructive work. Let them inspire us. Thank you.